Alright, you guys, what's going on? What is going on, Ball Fam RWA? Happy Tuesday. It's your boy, George Trask, back for another video here, and today we'll be doing Week 3 predictions, so let's get this started. First up here, we have the 2011 championship rematch from 2011. We have the 49ers and the Giants. This game is in San Francisco, but it's in Santa Clara. The Giants, they did a good job making the comeback from trailing 21 points against the Cardinals, but I got the 49ers winning. But the Giants, congrats to them on beating the Cardinals in a comeback since the Cardinals blew a lead. So I got to give a credit to the Giants for making this comeback against the Cardinals trailing by 21 points. But I think the 49ers can win this one. And over here, we have my football game coming up. We have my Chargers and the Vikings. This game is in Minneapolis. I think it's a tough game, but the Chargers for the underdog, so give me my Chargers. So I think this Vikings team look 0-2 because I think they can beat us or we can win against them. But the last time the Chargers beat the Vikings was 2011 in Week 1 since the Chargers beat the Vikings in San Diego on 9/11. But yeah, I think the Chargers can pull this upset and beat the Vikings. So, we could just possibly pull this win if we beat the Vikings for the first time since 2011, since we haven't beaten them since 2015 and 2019 as always, and then 2021. But from now on, we're looking for this first win against Minnesota for the first time since Week 1 in 2011 season. So as always, moving up here, we have the Bills and Commanders. This game is in Washington. This is a Super Bowl rematch from the 90s. The Commanders did a good job trailing by 18 points by making another comeback against the Broncos, but I got the Buffalo Bills winning. But the Bills, they looked good against they looked good against the Raiders, but yeah, they looked good against the Raiders. So yeah, as always, give me the Bills with a win. So I think the Commanders took a possession of a comeback against the Commanders, but the Commanders against the Broncos. But to the Commanders, I think they did a good job pulling a comeback against the Broncos. But I think the Bills could get this win over the Commanders in Week 3 for sure, as always. So that will count, but that will help it out. And moving here, we have the 2010 AFC Divisional Round matchup from a rematch. So this is a rematch to everyone. But but okay, all right. So here we go. Next up, we have the 2010 AFC Divisional rematch from 2010. So anyway, we have the 2010 AFC Divisional Round rematch from 2010. This game is in New Jersey. We have the Jets and Patriots. So I'm gonna keep this going. So here it is. Moving here, we have the Jets and Patriots 2010 AFC Divisional Round rematch coming up. So we have the Jets and Patriots. This game's in New Jersey. The Jets did not look good, but they got beaten by the Cowboys since 2007 on November 22nd, 2007. So I get the Jets for the underdogs because the Patriots are 0-2. They didn't look good against the Dolphins and the Eagles, so give me the Jets. And moving up here, we have the Dallas Cowboys and Arizona Cardinals. This game is in Arizona. It's in Glendale, but give me the Dallas Cowboys. The Cardinals look bad. Is not that good, but I got to go with the Cowboys because the Cardinals suck, and that means the Cardinals are looking bad. Moving here, we have a tough game coming up. We have the Bears and Chiefs. This game is in Kansas City, but I got to go with the Bears for an underdog, but give me the Chiefs because I think the Chiefs looked good against the Jaguars. So that means the Bears did not look good against Tampa Bay, but I think Chicago could absolutely lose this one, but give me Kansas City for sure. And moving up here, we have the Packers and Saints. This game's in Green Bay. Give me New Orleans for an upset because the potential Saints team looks good against the Panthers since Derek Carr had began to go 2-0 for the New Orleans Saints. So give me New Orleans for an upset. And moving up here, we have the Lions and Falcons. This game's in Detroit. I think the Falcons team who did well against the Packers since trailing by 12 points, but they made the comeback for trailing by 12 points from 24-12 point lead for it's a spike comeback for the Atlanta Falcons, but I got to go with the Lions because the Lions lost to the Seahawks last week, but I got to go with Detroit because Atlanta looked good, but I think the Falcons are going 2-1, or the Falcons win from a 3-0 start with an upset if Detroit loses it for sure. Moving here, we have the Browns and Titans' games in Cleveland. Um, I know that Browns team took an L from last night against the Pittsburgh Steelers, but I got to go with the Browns because, especially the Browns, I see the Browns would beat the Titans for now if they want to beat Tennessee. As the point, it goes on. And moving here, we have the Jaguars and Texans' games in Jacksonville. I think the Texans still suck right now, but give me the Jags. I gotta go with Jacksonville because the Jaguars looked bad against the Chiefs, so give me Jacksonville. And moving up here, we have the Broncos and the Dolphins. This game's in Miami, but especially the Broncos are 0-2 and they suck too, but they are not looking good. But I have to say Miami because I will go with the Dolphins. So give me Miami to win because the Dolphins went 2-0 against my Chargers and then against the worst team, the Patriots. So give me Miami over Denver because the Denver Broncos are not a good football team, Miami, but I expect that Dolphins team to take down the Broncos. Moving here, we have the 2012 wild card rematch of the AFC from 2012. We have Baltimore and Indianapolis. This game's in Baltimore. I have to go with the Ravens because the Colts still suck, but they already won against Houston. But give me Baltimore to win. I think this Ravens team is going to smack the Colts. Moving here, we have the 2014 and 2015 playoff rematch in the NFC. We have the Seahawks and Panthers. This game is in Seattle. I got to go with the Seahawks because the Panthers are bad. Because give me Seattle. I think Seahawks are going to take down the Panthers. Moving here, we have the Steelers and Raiders. This game's in Vegas. I think the Raiders lost week 2 to the Bills, but the Steelers looked good in the potential comeback from trailing 2 points against the Browns. But I have to go with Pittsburgh because the Steelers need to upset the Raiders. Because give me Raiders to win because the Steelers could pull the upset and beat those Raiders from last year, but they'll do them again. Over here, we have the 79, 2000, 2001, and 2002, 2021 playoff rematch. We have the Eagles and Buccaneers. This game is in Tampa Bay. The Bucks looked good against the Vikings and the Bears, but I think this Eagles team is going to beat Tampa Bay, but I got to go with the Eagles because Buccaneers are 2-0, and I expect Philly to win this one. So especially the point, as always, give me the Eagles to win so the Eagles can beat the Bucks. And we have a Super Bowl 56 rematch. We have the Rams and Bengals. This game is in Cincinnati. I think the Bengals team were looking bad right now, but especially the Rams were looking bad too when they got smoked down by the 49ers. But I got to go with the Bengals because the Rams, they looked crap against the 49ers last week. So give me Cincinnati. So as always. So anyway, you guys, I'm going to head out. It's your boy, Jordan Trask. Peace out. And for the Chargers, time to go 1-2, or we go 0-3 because we're not looking good. So peace out, bolt up, and go Chargers. Peace. Have a good Tuesday, everyone.